Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. JDF Soldier drowns at beach in Portland. A Jamaica Defense Force JDF soldier died from what is believed to have been drowning at a beach in Hope Bay, Portland on Saturday. The deceased has been identified as Otis Duncan. He was from Port Antonio in Portland, according to his Facebook profile. The details surrounding the incident are still sketchy, but it is understood that Duncan, along with other colleagues, went to the beach for a swim. While in the water, he reportedly got into difficulties and later drowned before help could reach him. A search was subsequently launched for him, but his body was not located at the time. It is understood that the search was continued on Sunday morning and the soldier's body was eventually recovered. The Police Cooperative Communications Unit (CCU) was contacted. A representative of the CCU said they had no details surrounding the incident. Meanwhile, news of the drowning of Duncan emerged on social media sites, including Instagram, late Saturday, leaving several persons in shock and disbelief at the tragedy. "R.I.P. for the trooper," wrote one of Duncan's male co-worker on Instagram. He added, "It's been really hard for his family and us. Knowing he's at a better place right now, we fight together, so if it was a case that we could go down together, I am sure it would be my pleasure, not just me, but I am sure the rest of us can say the same thing. R.I.P. for the legend." A female commented, "R.I.P. sir, condolences to your family and friends, and I pray that they are comforted in a time like this." Shared another, "R.I.P. my schoolmate. You always work hard to support your family. Can't imagine how they feel. SMH, you didn't deserve this." 44-year-old woman sergeant collapses, dies in Clarendon. Members of the Clarendon Police Division are in mourning following the sudden passing of one of their own, a woman sergeant, on Saturday. The woman, identified as 44-year-old Tamisha Shelley Powell, reportedly left work on Friday at the Mapen police station and went home and collapsed the following day. She was rushed to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Her death has since left members of the JCF in shock. On the Clarendon Safety Security Branch Facebook page, close associates of Powell said that they were still trying to come to terms with the sad news. "I can't believe this one. Rest in peace, my friend, and may your memory be a blessing." Family members of Powell have since described her as loving, hardworking, and caring individual who had a passion for the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF). The son of the policewoman stated that Powell was his biggest motivator. He said because of the contribution made by his mother towards nation building, he wants to become a member of the JCF. Woman found stabbed to death in Spanish Town, boyfriend suspected. A manhunt has been launched by the police for a man after a woman believed to have been his girlfriend was found with stab wounds inside her house on Manchester Lane in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as 37-year-old Tamika Richards, alias Quincy. It was reported that about 11 p.m. on Saturday, residents heard Richards crying for help inside her home. Further reports are that about 6:30 a.m. on Sunday, residents went to her home and called her several times but got no response from her. A ladder was used later to gain access to her bedroom, which is located on the upper section of her house. After not hearing any response from Richards, when several knocks were made at her door, residents kicked off the door and found her lying face down on her bed. She reportedly had stab wounds to the upper part of her body. The police were alerted and Richards was taken to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. The police have since listed 27-year-old Rahimi Woodhouse, alias Paps, of Mother Smith Lane, Spanish Town, as a suspect in connection with the killing. It is understood that Smith, who was Richard's boyfriend, had an argument with her a day before she was found stabbed to death. The police are asking him to turn himself in for questioning. 5 held during police military raid in Westmoreland, guns, weed seized. A joint police military operation in Westmoreland led to the major drug seizure and the arrest of several men on Saturday, March 13. Members of the Police Narcotics Division, the St. James Operations Support Unit, and the military conducted a pre-dawn raid at Keto District, Springfield in Westmoreland. During the operation, several premises and a motor car were searched. 2 9mm pistols and 35 9mm cartridges and approximately 600 pounds of cured ganja were seized. About 500 ganja plants were seized and an acre of illegal ganja was destroyed. The estimated value of the 600 pounds of ganja is $2.4 million. 5 persons were taken into custody in relation to the seizures. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. JUTC driver faints after accident involving elderly motorcyclist. A female Jamaica Urban Transit Company JUTC driver who was involved in a motor vehicle crash with a cyclist at the intersection of Hagley Park and Walton Park Road in St. Andrew at about 11:25 a.m. on Thursday, fainted at the scene and had to be rushed to hospital along with the severely injured cyclist. In a video of the incident that has been circulating on social media, the seemingly elderly motorcyclist was pinned under the bus with people screaming for him to be pulled from under the vehicle. The heavy-duty vehicle was eventually reversed slowly, and on seeing the motorcyclist with what appeared to be severe injuries to his lower body struggling to move, persons nearby shouted expletives in unison. Meanwhile, the JUTC in a statement said the police are probing the incident. The company said precise details of the incident are not yet known, but investigations have been launched by both the police and its accident department. It said the cyclist was taken to hospital where he underwent emergency surgery. The bus company said the driver will be provided with counseling. In the statement, the JUTC wishes both affected persons speedy recoveries. Vaccination of healthcare workers, JCF, JDF, to begin on Sunday. The Ministry of Health and Wellness says that for the period Sunday, March 14 to Friday, March 19, healthcare workers and members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Jamaica Defense Force will be inoculated with the COVID-19 vaccine. Persons who are not in these categories should not present themselves at any of the vaccination sites across the island, the minister stated in a release. On Monday, March 8, Jamaica received its first 50,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccines donated by the government of India. Health officials said they started administering the vaccine on March 10, exactly 1 year after the first case of the virus was confirmed on the island. Addressing a weekly COVID conversation virtual press conference on March 11, Portfolio Minister Dr. Dr0wn said the government will be moving forward with administering the AstraZeneca vaccine as it has been deemed effective by the World Health Organization. He said only vaccines that have been approved by the WHO will be given to Jamaicans. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.